up in hospital with kidney stones. Don't sign up for it. I had a niggle, so I set out like a week of running. I had a week off running, thinking, oh yeah, it's time, I'm getting the running niggles, thinking it was this hip issue. And yeah, it eventuated, it was kidney stones growing. I had some kidney babies. So I ended up in hospital and passed 4 kidney stones. As I said, don't sign up for it. It's worse than childbirth, I hear. No, I didn't say that, don't. Yeah, so that was, I add that to the list of things for 2023. Good fun.
Thanks, Nick.
No, kidney stones, they're here for a good time, not a long time. Immense pain, but once passed, the doctors said, like, oh, you'll be right. Like, as soon as you get them out, a bit of a residual sort of ache, but all good to go. And it was true. So I was back jogging around and passing my last kidney stone mid-run the next day, which no one witnessed, which I'm a bit disappointed at. I wish I had a training partner that day. It was one of the the weirdest, funniest mid-training experiences I've ever had. But yeah, 3K into the run, stop, shoot the last stone out, then away I went. Yeah, today's set was, as I said, I'm not officially training, but I'm just doing little things just to add to the diary as I build, just to throw in the back of my mind. So today's set was 2 times 20 minutes on the velodrome with the race set up, just to gather a bit of data. So it was at race pace. And race pace, it ended up being at 44 k an hour, which is pretty cool, but only 40 minutes worth. So I have to be realistic there and not to power to speed today. As I've said, I don't have my power meter paired at the moment on my race tri bike. I don't have my power meter paired. I don't have it switched on. I don't even have a battery in it because I don't need to know at the moment. I don't need to know that my power's down X amount from where I need to be. That's something I'll worry myself with mentally sort of at the end of the culminating year of recovery, and then I can switch on into training mode and I'll add the power meter in then. I don't need to be bothered with seeing numbers that are a bit low, so I'll just stick to speed at the moment and plenty of feel, and just keep gathering that data. Yeah, generally I've stayed fit as a baseline for 20 odd years, but just before the accident I was pretty strong at the time. I have thought about this a little bit. If I was in full cycling race mode, I would have been a good 4 kilos lighter and it could have been a different outcome, but at the time I was pretty strong. At the time I wasn't light and I wasn't super fit because I wasn't preparing for any race when I crashed. I was just generally maintaining some fitness, and so I was actually pretty strong and I'd been swimming a fair bit. So we can definitely buy into that a little bit and say I think my general fitness, fairly fit at the time of when I crashed, has helped me out.
How's the neck feeling with this setup?
Oh yeah, stiff and sore. That's why 40 minutes maximum today. That's about all I've got in me on this at the moment. But still, it doesn't worry me at the moment. Doesn't worry me. I'll get there. As I said, only 9 months into the rehab. At the very beginning they told me I wouldn't be riding, running or swimming for 12 months. So every single little session I get in now before that 12-month mark is I'll absolutely take it and bank it as a bonus. Well, a fun fact of my running, because I'm just not a runner. I thought I couldn't run. I thought running's done for me because I had a big knee injury whenever it was. Had all the cartilage cut out, so I thought, it's just not for me. So between 2006 and 2016, when I was riding full time, I logged every single kilometre I run, just for shits and giggles. And I run, over the decade, 11.6 kilometres in total for 10 years. So the mathematicians amongst us, a mile a year is what I run. So then when I started running a few years ago, I was just breaking down. Like I'd just run for 5K and then couldn't walk for 5 weeks kind of deal. After I crashed, the surgeons and doctors said to me that I can't swim, I can't ride, and I can't run for 12 months was their first comment for me. So I was like, oh. But then he made this little throwaway comment, and it's like, all you can do is walk. And I was like, cool. All I took out of that was, I'm a crazy walking man. I'm walking. So that next day I walked 20 meters. I know that because that's how far my letterbox is. And then the next day I did out to the letterbox and back. And then like within 3 days I did 200 meters walking. Anyway, long story short, did 600 kilometers of walking before I then had my spinal fusion ticked off and told I don't have a broken neck anymore and I can start running. So then I started jogging, and now here I am. I can run 21K, 22, 25K and pain-free.